Welcome to day 86 in my attempt to post a different vintage item every day this year in 2026. Today I have selected this Catherine Holm yellow percolator. Catherine Holm was made in Norway in the 50s, 60s, and just into the early 70s. This one, all right, some of you have asked about the stamps and the labels, and I've mentioned before, some have stamps, some don't, because there were paper labels, and often those don't remain on because these were used and washed and all of that. Well, this one, it's not a perfect example, but I do have a partial label to show you. So, you got that one? Okay. So that one, it does say Catherine Holm, and it says made in Norway, and that's all it says. I think I have a plate somewhere too that has that on there, but I knew I had one and I couldn't remember what it was until I pulled this out of the cabinet, and I knew it was this one. But this one's pretty cute. It's got this little dome-shaped window here to see inside, and this one does have the inner parts to it, so it is complete and functional. This is the only percolator in our collection that I can think of, that I'm aware of. They're not an easy find, and then usually they're pretty chipped up. Even though we haven't personally used this one yet because of the paper label, I do use some of my Catherine Holm, but I think these were heavily used, and so it's hard to find them in good condition, and it's just hard to find them in general. This one we purchased at Look Modern in Portland, Oregon. If you are in the area or go to Portland, this would be probably the top store I would say to take a look. It is just the most beautiful showroom. Lots of Danish modern furniture. There's also some American. I believe everything is like refinished and like perfect. So you're really going home with like a great quality item. Even if you just go there to take a look for eye candy and just absorb the amazing furniture and the saturation of it that they have, it's a great spot. There is, last time we were there, still some Catherine Holm and some other vintage enamelware in stock. We happened to pick this one up on a day. It was amazing. There was another store we've been in the past that had quite a bit of Catherine Holm in it, the most we'd ever seen. And we slowly worked away and chipped away at buying most of that Catherine Holm from that store over a course of years. And then we've been at Look Modern before, I believe, and they had some. You know, that's true because we'd seen a black casserole there. So we had been there at least one other time. I'm sure more than that by this point. But we go in one day and we get to the back of the room, of their showroom, and I just burst out laughing. I just couldn't believe it. There was like 2 or 3 shelves, something like that, just full of Catherine Holm, like so much Catherine Holm. I literally told my husband, go get a cart. Now, mind you, they don't have like shopping carts or shopping baskets. I do think one of the owners actually came back with like a little flatbed for us. And we picked up 18 pieces that day. So someone had sold them their personal collection, not their yellow, but they did sell their duplicate yellows. So we were able to pick up 18 pieces in a single trip, including that black casserole we had seen prior. That same trip in Portland, I think we picked up 3 other pieces from stores. So that was quite the epic Catherine Holm trip that we had. But also, I don't know that I will find this one to link if you're watching me on Facebook or Instagram, but I will take a look and see if I can link one in my bio for you under Etsy or eBay. But there is day 86, this really fantastic Catherine Holm yellow percolator with a partial label.